It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Indiana Pacers. Checking out the Pacers, they've started the season with 2 wins and 2 losses. Not stupendous, but there have been some positive moments in those 2 wins that they might be looking to duplicate here tonight. And the Indiana Pacers having to reinvent themselves over the last couple of seasons. Shaq, it all started with Paul George wanting out.
Yeah, the Pacers seemed surprised when George went public with the trade request. Many people felt the Pacers didn't get enough back in the trade, though.
Oh, the Pacers have some young, talented guys, and they're good. Lots of opportunity for them to rebuild.
Gotta love Victor Oladipo. Back playing where he played his college ball.
Oh, he's had a unbelievable return to Indiana, and you know what I call him? Oladipo!
Oh! That's a song, Ernie.
What
Do it
is?
again, Kenny.
Oladipo!
Oh!
Oladipo!
Oh!
I'm almost getting. Try it again.
Oladipo!
Oh!
What's my part?
No,
Oh.
you don't have one. You're supposed to say
Oh.
oh with him, but too late.
All right.
Just go to
Oh.
Just take it away. Too late.
Oh,
Oladipo!
Oh!
what's my part?
I do what I do.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Spurs in an interconference battle here at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They like to change that now.
Yeah, interconference matchup, two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
Yeah, and Greg, this is a big game for both teams. I mean, they don't see each other often, and you know they both want to get a win in this one.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, hello there. Spurs coach Greg Popovich made the top 5 in all-time coaching wins last season. When asked about it, Pop said, "It's the most important thing in my life. My grandchildren can take a hike." I don't think he was being serious, guys.
Great stuff, DA. Thanks. At this very early stage, we know players are still trying to gel with one another. But, Clark, just how much can a team really change between the start of the season and the end of the season?
Kevin, it can be a night and day change in some cases because of injuries or change in personnel. Those things can show up during the course of a long season to make teams look totally different. And I think the changes that transpire with teams are usually more pronounced with younger teams because you can actually sometimes see those guys get better and better from week to week.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Bogdanovich outside at the 3 with Young down at power forward. Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. And it's Turner in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Oladipo, following the miss by DeRozan. Oladipo, good.
Yeah, he's proven to be more than just a jump shooter now. Oladipo also has the touch needed to score inside.
Here's DeRozan. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
3 on 3. He can't get that one, so Indiana will take it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
Yeah, you don't want to leave that lettuce at the line, man. Easy points available at the free throw line. You got to cash those in.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
and really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's Oladipo.
Goodness. Talk about bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that pound. The bounce, the creativity, the strength. When Oladipo rises up, he's looking to punch it down as hard as he can.
It's stolen by Oladipo. The shot from the low post is good. Oladipo's got 6.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it. This just hasn't been his quarter. I mean, he doesn't seem to be comfortable at all, particularly shooting. I mean, he knows he's struggling right now.
I love Bogdanovic's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
And here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here is Cunningham. The Pacers making the shot. The shot's good from Forbes.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Spotting the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
Spurs trail by 6. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got his second bucket.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
Oladipo misses. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. To the paint, here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
And when Oladipo finds a comfort zone on the offensive end, and he's hard to stop. He's a juggernaut offensively when he gets it going.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. It had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done. Check out stats for DeRozan. Coming off a terrific season, he was around 23 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
And with Collison and how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
Now here is Aldridge. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. And the Spurs with possession. trailing by 2. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the 3 ball the way they did.
And, Greg, they were shooting that thing with confidence, boy. Every time they got a clean look from deep, the trigger was pulled. Pow! And scoring the ball comes easily and naturally to him. He's a versatile player at the offensive end.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Collison. DeRozan's shot is off. Pacers leading by 4. Here's Oladipo. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's DeRozan. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. DeRozan's got 10 points.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
The Spurs have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. That shot, no good. And Indiana will come the other way. Here's Turner. The 3-pointer, no good. Spurs trail by 4. Gay with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And finished off by Oladipo.
Surprisingly high vertical for Oladipo. I mean, if you don't get out of his way, he'll put you in a poster.
Here is Forbes. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. Oladipo with the double team. Here is Forbes. Pass to Gay. All sorts of time. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
No excuses, no explanations. I mean, got to sink that J from mid-range. Defense wasn't even paying attention to him. Come on, man.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Spurs have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Oladipo with the double team. And DeRozan kicks to Forbes. From outside the arc, scored the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. To the middle. Forbes can't get it to go. Indiana leading by 3. And one thing that the Pacers struggled with last season and will have to answer this season, Clark, is finding a big man pair that works.
Well, you know what? You look at Sabonis and Turner, and they both have outstanding futures ahead of them and didn't play as well together as you would like, but I think there's still time to see if that can be worked out.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And he can't get the first one. Clark, you had a tremendous college career, excluding yourself. Give me the best NBA player from your alma mater.
Wow. I would probably lean towards Jerry Lucas as the best player coming out of Ohio State. And then you look at his pro career, it was pretty solid as well. I thought Herb Williams had a fantastic and long pro career. John Havlicek maybe would rise to the level of the best NBA player of the group that came out of Ohio State. Jim Jackson is another name. Evan Turner still playing. But I think John Havlicek probably in longevity, championships, Hall of Fame, stature. I think he may be the best NBA Buckeye.
I'm going to put Clark Kellogg in there, too.
Oh, I didn't play long enough.
And San Antonio has possession. The Pacers making the shot. From 15 feet away, the rebound by Turner.
And sometimes, you don't capitalize off a good shot or a good look. Still, you got to keep letting those good looks fly.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
To the inside, here's DeRozan, And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And when you look at DeRozan and how he's, transformed himself the last few years, he has become one of the more efficient scorers at a loaded shooting guard position. And some could argue he is one of the best guards in the entire league at this point of his career.
Shooting 2.
That's good from DeRozan. And with DeMar DeRozan, do you see him, Greg, potentially being an MVP winner during his career?
I mean, I think he's headed in that direction already. When you look at how he's progressed each and every year, his team is always competitive in large part to what he does out on the floor. I wouldn't bet on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was named MVP before it's all said and done.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
Boy, DeRozan is a treat to watch. This guy is athletic, and he throws down some monster dunks. This dude is sick at the rim.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And with DeRozan getting traded, he said he felt backstabbed by Raptors management after they said he wouldn't be traded. At the end of the day, people will do what's best for their own position, whether they're a GM or a player. But you better believe they'll love DeRozan in Toronto forever, no matter what jersey he wears.
And I wait. Left brain and right brain are biting. Set frames I watch plays inside it. And I'm out to snaz when you find it. I smell the breeze in the morning. I feel your presence is warming.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In third, the Pacers.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Evans, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Evans has got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here's DeRozan, another key contributor to that nice win against the Lakers. Count that bucket.
And how about the commitment of Gasol on the screen, doing whatever he can to open up shots for his teammates.
And it's Evans missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Spurs trail by 6. Pass to DeRozan. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
That doesn't go either for Evans. Spurs shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one, 57% from the field. And Bellinelli kicks to Gasol. They set the pick. DeRozan passes to Gasol. Wants to get it to Bellinelli and does. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Now just a 2-point Pacer lead.
And Bellinelli with a nice touch inside. We know him as a long-range sniper, but he can get it done when he's close to the rim, too. It's stolen by DeRozan.
Mills, that's a two-pointer. No good off the front iron.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the basket by DeRozan.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Here's O'Quinn following the score by DeMar DeRozan, and it's good for two.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, you know, both teams scoring at a really steady clip. If you like good offense, you've come to the right spot. This is your game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Spurs trail by 4. And Mills kicks to Bertans. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Gasol setting the pick for DeRozan. Sabonis grabs the board.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
And the wide open shot from Bellinelli. Off target from outside. Pacers leading by 6. Evans attacking. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Evan, there's no stopping him right now. I mean, he's locked in this quarter. This defense has to get the ball out of his hand.
And Bellinelli kicks to DeRozan. The pass to Bertans. San Antonio again missing. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That's tipped. Now here's Mills. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Evans on the double team, feeds it to Mills. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so here is Indiana. They're leading by 8. And Evans with a stuff.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And I tell you what, Greg, they've worked hard for this lead. Their play calling has been superb, and the execution even better.
He gets it up. No good on that last second attempt there. Victor Oladipo getting it done for Indiana. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The NBA game drawing fans from every culture. And Pau Gasol definitely feeling the love from the Spanish and Latino community.
I always notice the fans that support us and make us feel, pretty much since I got to the NBA, all the Latino fans showed a lot of love and support towards me, so I appreciate it.
The game going global, and no better ambassador than Pau Gasol.
And as the players grow more international, fans from every country and continent, for that matter, finding more and more reason to root for the NBA.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Yeah, exactly. Right from the start, Greg, they were looking to get out and run, sprinting to their opportunities.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for San Antonio. Mills at point with Bellinelli. They're the backcourt. Pirtle is out there with DeRozan. And it's Gasol at the center position.
Yeah, and it doesn't take a whole lot of effort for Gasol to dunk it home. At 7 feet tall, he uses his height to power home those jams.
I don't think they have anybody to blame but themselves there. I mean, that's just inexcusable to let a guy get this deep inside.
Here's Joseph, and again it's Indiana converting.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
It's deflected, but they get it back. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Rudy Gay's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Indiana also making some changes. Bogdanovich is checked in for Doug McDermott. And it's Collison in for Evans. Pacers leading by 9. Here's Collison. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Darren Collison played his college basketball at UCLA. Not a big name in the point guard world, but he is as reliable as they get. Excellent speed and quickness, double-digit scoring, and was the best three-point percentage shooter in the NBA last year.
Throw good, Darren Collison. And with Collison, coaches just love him for the reasons you mentioned, Clark. Keeps an offense humming in all ways.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's cut down his turnovers over the last couple of seasons. His speed allows him to get into the open court, and he's really improved as a three-point shooter. All of those things help him run a team effectively. Even though he's not a big assist getter, he does help your offense run smoothly.
Clark, agility is such an important thing for players to have, obviously. When you look at the offensive end, knowing that agility has that upper value, who are some of the more elusive players you see in the game now?
Man, I don't think there's any more elusive player in the game than Steph Curry. I tell you, he's not the most athletic, he's not the fastest, but he is the slipperiest guy to try to keep a handle on. His ball handling, his shot making, his change of pace. I throw Kyrie Irving in there as well. Kemba Walker, diminutive in size, but boy, is he hard to keep corralled. And Lou Williams, one of my favorites. One of the great scorers, maybe one of the greatest scorers ever, under 6'2" in the league.
Yeah, some terrific names there. Joseph, that's good.
Far from just a jump shooter, Joseph is not shy at getting inside and making it happen there.
Spurs trail by 13. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, the Pacers have been a huge surprise since they traded away Paul George. Now, Coach Nate McMillan said, for us, it's about developing that culture and that identity, and we're still doing that. I think we're only starting to scratch the surface. Kevin?
No doubt, David. They've got some promising young players on that team. Thank you.
Timeout.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Start it.
And the Spurs now in the post-Kawhi Leonard era of the franchise. Greg, how do they recover, do you think?
If any team can survive losing a player of Kawhi's caliber, it's got to be the Spurs. They have good depth, got a good return in the trade, and players will step up. Won't be the power they once were for a while, but they'll rebound in no time.
Couple zeros with me, count of 31s. Clean money, capers, got it dirty. Getting money, got it, give me some. Selling, about to give me one. Blowing money fast, flipping through the funds. Passing through the block, cheating on the run. Been a short, sticking to my. 12, he got a rocket, Eddie got it. Yo, Trizzy, when they call me Freddy Krueger. Shout out to my St. James, don't call me Rick the Block.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Sabonis. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Spurs.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Turner with the steal. Here's Joseph. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. 8 points for Joseph.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
In the corner, it's Bellinelli, and he's good on the 3-ball.
This is where Bellinelli burns you the most now. He's as reliable as it gets from behind the arc.
Here's Turner, and it's good, 2 points. And the Pacers lead by 16.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Collison. Down low, there's the pick. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And checking out some numbers here for Collison. A very nice season for him last year. First in three-point field goal percentage, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And you're right. Not only did he dial it up from deep all year, he did it with tremendous consistency. That's the kind of three-point efficiency you want.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well. You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first.
Well, with Kawhi Leonard gone, a new era for the Spurs. Even with the addition of DeMar DeRozan, San Antonio looks to be entering their most significant rebuild in decades.
Yeah, but at least they were able to get a star in DeRozan. Now, I would call it more of a reload than a rebuild for the Spurs. Still a lot of talent to work with on that roster.
The first free throw is good.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
So he gets them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Here is Forbes. He has 5. Tipped away. It's taken away by Collison. Lays it in off the breakaway. Collison's got 8 points.
Collison not one to gamble for steals, but that one just was too good to pass up.
Here is Forbes. He kicks to Bellinelli. They set the screen. Gay outside. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
The Spurs making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in. Here is Forbes, doubled by Collison. Clock at 4. Gay kicks to Cunningham. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Indiana. They're on a 20-7 run. Here's Turner, the 15-footer. Good. Turner's got 4 points this quarter.
Hey, Turner's not just an interior scorer. This guy has a jumper that's really reliable. So you got to honor and respect his shot.
Here's Aldridge, and the dunk by Aldridge.
Awesome feed there. That pass was on point.
Pacers leading by 18. A drive by Collison. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 10.
He's been on the roll this quarter, really leading the way for his team right now.
Here is Forbes. He has 5. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. Gay against Bogdanovich. Inside, here's Aldridge, and the dunk by Aldridge.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Spurs trail by 17. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct. And as he's gotten older, Gay has become even more crafty with how he scores.
Oladipo, he's checked in for Indiana. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Pacers in fifth.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Gay kicks to Forbes. And Aldridge slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Count the basket.
And when you give Oladipo a running start, he's going to torch you, plain and simple.
Aldridge a screen. Pass to Gay. Back to Bellinelli. Shot clock at 5. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Oladipo. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Boy, it's hard to overstate the strength of Oladipo. Sometimes you just can't shake this guy off his shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Davis Bertans checks in for LaMarcus Aldridge.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Oladipo.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. Can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
Here's Cunningham. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And for Oladipo, Greg, there wasn't just one moment that gave him that push.
I mean, his development was less of having a eureka moment and more of everything just coming together. Has always had the strong athleticism, has refined his shot to make the most of it, and while it took him some time, he's now the player everyone hoped he'd be when he was the second overall pick.
And good that time. Oladipo's got 9 points in the quarter.
Guys, he has been a major factor, big time, outstanding at getting quality looks and knocking them down.
Looking at the numbers here for Oladipo, great showing for him last season. Last season, put up about 23 points per, almost 2.5 steals and 5 rebounds. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Half jumper will travel, I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar. Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison.
Spurs trail by 20. Knocks it loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. And some changes here for the Spurs. Pau Gasol has checked in for Cunningham. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Mills in for Bryn Forbes. So it's the Spurs now. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist from Gay. Gay's got his 6th assist on the night.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Nice D from Oladipo. Pacers leading by 20. Here's Bogdanovich. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Oladipo, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Oladipo's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Here's Mills after Darren Collison's bucket. And Mills kicks to Gasol. Fires the 3. Pacers with the rebound. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. No coverage that time.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
You know, going into the last season, many thought the Pacers were in rebuild mode, but ended up 5th in the East with a fantastic season and strong finish. Saying they overachieved doesn't even begin to describe their season. I think they surprised everybody.
Free throw, good, Holiday. And many people thought the Pacers last season would be near the bottom of the East. Clark, that was not the case at all.
Not at all, Kevin. 7 games it took the Cavs to eliminate the Pacers in the first round, and you never know, or I don't think you can ever dismiss or discount what that kind of playoff series can mean to a young team like the Pacers. Things are looking up in a great way for the Pacers going forward.
San Antonio's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And here's Mills for 3. Here's Gasol. That shot, no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Here's Holiday. Here's Sabonis. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Shot's good by Gay.
And this is an area where Gay is especially dangerous. A terrific mid-range scorer.
Here's McDermott. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3. 56 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside DeRozan. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Evans. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Evans has got 14 points.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open.
And Mills kicks to DeRozan. Passes it to Bertans. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bertans got 6 in the quarter.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Nice shot by McDermott.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And he's now made 3 3-pointers here in the second, starting to get it going.
Evans goes in, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 16 points for him.
And I really enjoy watching Evans use that athleticism, especially when he's attacking. He's tough to stop.
With 4 seconds on the clock, and Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Mills. Mills has got 9 assists now tonight. Holiday inside the line, and so it's Indiana in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Victor Oladipo had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 33 points, 3 steals, and 1 assist. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they're generating. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, is a recipe for disaster. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA. Over.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
We come back to San Antonio now with a look at the world-famous Riverwalk with its restaurants and boats and nightclubs and people. Lots going on. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
His points production thus far, off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. On the court right now for the Pacers. Down low, it's Young and Turner. Filling out the wings, it's Oladipo and Bogdanovic. And it's Evans in at the point guard position.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Last year was a great home return for Oladipo, the former Hoosier. Played easily his best season of basketball since being the 2nd overall pick back in 2013. Made his first All-Star appearance as well, and I've got a feeling he's got more of those All-Star appearances in front of him.
That free throw good from Oladipo. And for Oladipo, the change was a welcome one for Pacer fans who saw him come over in that Paul George trade with Oklahoma City.
No doubt about it. Perfect opportunity.
Whoa!
Hey, watch out now. Watch out. The quick hands of Oladipo, so good at reading his man and then pouncing into the lane for the steal.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Inside, Gay. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Boy, I like seeing the ball get to that spot. It doesn't get much better than that.
Here's Oladipo. And that one is off. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Now DeRozan. Nobody near Gay. The three-pointer, no good.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Oladipo, up and in from the low block. Oladipo's got 40 points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Oladipo. Here's Aldridge. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Man, low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Forbes, the pass to Bertans. Down low. Gay, that's good. Gay's got 4 this quarter.
And I like the energy of Gay, especially inside. He's incredible at getting to his spots in the paint.
And he gets it to go.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
To the inside, Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there. It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here is Forbes. 5 points in the game. Takes a 3. Gay can't hit. Pacers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Basket counts. Oladipo's got 48.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. Killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
And DeRozan. Here we go. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First free throw is good.
Tell you what, as a former Pacer myself, the fans have to love this young core they put together. Oladipo and Sabonis via Trey Turner through the draft. That's a very strong core to build with.
Cunningham, he's checked in for the Spurs. Joseph, he's checked in for the Pacers. Both free throws good from DeRozan. And for the Pacers and their young group, Clark, they all want to grow together.
Yeah, there's outstanding alignment from the very top of the front office, obviously with the coaching staff, and then the players. Tremendous chemistry when you look at the way this team embraces one another. And Oladipo has emerged not only as the star, but the leader who's very well respected by his teammates.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. May have been the 90s, Clark, when we saw the pick and roll really become a common type play. Defenses have now adjusted somewhat, but many offenses still rely on it now.
Man, you go way back to the 50s and 60s. The pick and roll has been one of the hardest plays to defend since really basketball came into existence, quite honestly. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And now, with the interchangeable parts that many teams have, you have the real challenge of small guys setting screens on big guys and creating havoc. So screen and roll action, always a very important part of the game and a hard set to cover well on defense.
Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Number 1, Victor Oladipo.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
The Pacers have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, Oladipo is one of those multifaceted players. I mean, he can do just about anything you ask of him when he's on the court.
Oladipo hits them both.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
And here's Gay outside. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 5 assists tonight. Here's Oladipo. And good. There's another.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's DeRozan. And he banks in the layup. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Pass to Forbes. Lays it up off the glass. Forbes has got 7 points in the game. The Pacers have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Here's Oladipo. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And Nate McMillan, a coach with multiple stops in his career, had good success last season with the Pacers.
And, you know, to some that was a surprise, but McMillan does a lot of things well as a coach. He communicates well. He demands accountability. And his teams typically play a smart brand of basketball. And actually, it's a reflection of how Nate was as a player.
A different look now for San Antonio. Pirtle comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Bellinelli in for Rudy Gay. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Indiana. And Forbes kicks to Cunningham. They set the pick. There's the pass to Bellinelli. But they recover it. Forbes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. That's foul number 2 for him. And for the Pacers, they're shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And the basket by Collison. Collison's got 16 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area. And really all credit to the pass there. I mean, he angled it just right. set up the basket beautifully.
Good work there as it goes.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
This guy is a high flyer, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Joseph, that's good.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. It's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
And if you're going to foul Pirtle, you have to make sure you really whack him. He's remarkable about finishing through the contact.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
And guys, something every team strives for is getting points off of turnovers, and they've done that here in both halves.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And that one misses.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. If you relax for a second, you're cooked, you're toast. They learned that lesson there.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
San Antonio's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Got a piece of it. Pass to Cunningham for 3. Pirtle kicks to Mills. No good from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Joseph. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. The Spurs shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Mills passes to DeRozan. The feed to Pirtle to end the run, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Boy, Pirtle is a guy that plays with a lot of force. When he's near the basket, the defense better watch out for the dunk.
And Young slams it home.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. It could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long. And, Thaddeus Young, the veteran forward out of Georgia Tech, over a decade of service in the NBA, and he's still one of the more dependable scorers you'll find in terms of over the course of a season.
Joseph, that's good.
Joseph showing us how proficient and versatile he can be on offense.
To the paint. Oh, and here comes Joseph all alone. Finished off the break. Joseph's got 12 points here in the second half.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Fast breaks yield easy buckets, guys. They've made the most of their chances in that regard. The defense not able to get set. You get a running start to the rim, you should get a good number of scoring chances that way.
San Antonio.
And for Young, a veteran, as you mentioned, Clark, still one of the more athletic players in the league.
Yeah, he really is. Very impressive how long Thaddeus has been as consistent as he's been. Does a nice job running the floor. Really good in shot selection, and has become a more vocal leader as he is one of the older guys in the league now.
And the first one drops.
Bellinelli, a very intelligent guard who helps space the floor with his three-point shooting.
San Antonio making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And so he hits both. And Marco Bellinelli, a player who has always been able to light it up from outside.
And Belly has been on so many teams in his career, but is always a wanted commodity due to his shooting. Very quick and easy way to add outside shooting to a team. He can honestly play a long time just on how badly teams need shooting in our league.
Gasol kicks to DeRozan, and it's blocked by O'Quinn.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, ramping up the speed there in transition. Once Joseph sees a route and path to the goal, he's off to the races.
Here's Mills. Fires from deep. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Over to the left wing. Here's Joseph. Bellinelli pulls it in.
I thought he had the space to shoot comfortably there, and disappointed that he missed it.
Mills passes to Bellinelli. Pacers with the rebound. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside DeRozan. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And finished off by McDermott.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
Here's Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Gasol kicks to Bellinelli. Passes it to Mills. Left side, DeRozan. Wide open shot is on the money.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Here's Joseph. Here's Sabonis. A rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Cunningham. Bank shot, no good. Pacer shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got his 2nd basket.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
And, Greg, you know, they're really controlling the pace and game right now, rushing, pushing the break, and leaving the defense in its wake.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And not relying at all on the 3-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bertans comes in for Cunningham, and Rudy Gay is subbed in for Bellinelli. And a change for the Pacers. Evans is checked in. And that free throw good from DeRozan.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
The Spurs shooting well, 52% in the third. They came to play offensively in the second half. Nailed from three-point land. DeRozan's got 38 points.
Yeah, those shots are taken totally in rhythm, high percentage quality shots, and really getting whatever he wants.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And a look here at the shot chart for DeRozan.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court if he gets it in the paint. Just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
And that one falls for O'Quinn. And so O'Quinn nails both of them. 1:14 left in the third. Mills passes to Bertans. Gay kicks to Mills. Offensive rebound. He got right to the cup using that screen. Bertans got 11.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's DeRozan, and the Spurs scoring again.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
O'Quinn, yes, and a nice assist from Evans. O'Quinn's got his third basket of the night.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass, nice assist.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Here's Gay. It's rebounded by Indiana.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Bertans passes to DeRozan. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Shoots from the baseline. Can't hit that one. And so it's Indiana out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Mills teams up with DeRozan to make the backcourt. Then there's Quincy Pondexter, and it's Bertans in the power forward. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's DeRozan. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Evans goes in. That one off the back iron and out.
He must hit that shot. I mean, the defense, non-factor. Very surprising he missed it.
A nice shot by Pondexter.
That's exactly how you set the table. Great dime there.
The Pacers shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Good on the shot.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And San Antonio shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Bertans, the pass to Pondexter. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Domantas Sabonis, the other part of that Paul George trade, Clark, he is proving to be the real deal.
Yeah, he very much is, Kevin. This guy has strength, tenacity, plays with a competitive edge that you like to see. And I think he's got a nice head for the game. He feels and sees and thinks the game pretty well. The one thing I think he's got to get better at, though, is not committing the elementary fouls that get him into foul trouble at times.
And he can't get the first one. In terms of competitive balance, Clark, with 2-3 teams being the heavy favorites every year, what do the other teams really have to play for?
Well, first and foremost, the opportunity to rewrite that script. I mean, just because teams are heavy favorites don't mean they're going to prevail in competition. So that's the first thing. And you never know what can happen. We've talked about it before, Kevin, the unpredictability of teams and seasons, how they play out, injuries, personnel, all of that stuff factors in. So if you're a competitor, you want to knock off whoever's expected to be the top team.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Spurs working the ball around now. And Forbes kicks to Mills. A 3-ball. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 6 rebounds in the game. Wasted no time on that one. 18 points for Tyreke Evans.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Pass to Pondexter. Here's Medu. Here's Mills. Sabonis grabs the board.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And Tyreek Evans, good for 3. Evans has got 21.
And watching Evans there knock down the triple has the ability to be a dangerous outside scorer when he's in rhythm.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Average value of an NBA team, Clark, over $1 billion. And I can't even believe I'm saying that, but the league wasn't always so healthy and always thriving the way it is now.
Yeah, every business goes through periods of prosperity and challenge. The league, NBA, no different. Early 80s, there were real struggles and challenges. Then there was a real bump as we got into the late 80s and into the 90s, plateaued a bit, and now we're on a great ascension. But the players and the league have really worked well together to bring the league to a greater level of popularity and success in this time period now. And you can't discount the big money from TV contracts. That fuels the fire quite a bit as well.
And he gets the bucket. Evans has got 7 now in this quarter.
And Evans excels at using his muscle and speed going to the rim. Knows how to score despite getting hit.
Taken away by Holiday. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Holiday is running, and they're able to recover. Nice shot by McDermott.
I'd love to see more of this from McDermott. I mean, when he hustles like that in transition, he makes an impact.
On Dexter from outside. Not going to go that time. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Evans attacking. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Evans has got 25 points in the game. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And here's Mills from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
Shooting for Indiana, Kyle Wynn. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. You look at player contracts today, Clark, a little different from the one after you signed your rookie year. What, 4 years and $1 million? Do I have that right?
Yeah, you got the numbers right, Kevin. And, I look at that as all relative. How about the guys who played way before me?
Right.
And they were traveling on trains to games and were working jobs during the summer. I mean, it's all a function of the revenue generation of the league, which has grown exponentially. Since I played, we were part of the group that actually saw the first salary cap instituted in the early 80s. So growth is part of what we see now in player salaries, and I'm all for the guys to get what they deserve from that standpoint.
Taken away by Holiday. And here we go. Fast break. Evans has got it. Pull-up jumper. He squares up and sinks it. Evans has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And how about the confidence from Evans? He's feeling like no one can stop him playing with a ton of heart.
They set the pick. And here's Mills for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, the game comes so naturally to him, easily. I mean, helping to expand their lead as they try to close this one out, he's doing it.
And O'Quinn sends it back. One-on-one fast break. That's good from Holiday on the assist by McDermott.
Assisted.
McDermott's got 6 assists here tonight. For San Antonio, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And here's Mills for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Mills has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Spurs.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Here's O'Quinn, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Pondexter from outside. The Pacers shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And really, Pirtle is a very forceful player. When he's near the rim, the D better watch out for the slam.
Shots good by Leaf.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Leafs got 4 this quarter.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, certainly a step up from the first half. They're more engaged, more focused here in this second half, and they're getting good results.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And that one drops for him.
Hey, you could sink these with your eyes closed or blindfolded. So close, so deep inside. Great bucket.
For San Antonio, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Pondexter kicks to Forbes. The Spurs with a new 24. Another shot. No good. Shot missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
The shot's good from Leaf. San Antonio's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Forbes can't get it to go. Leaf kicks to McDermott. Shoots over Pondexter. Here's Holiday. That's tipped. Now the pass to Forbes. Puts up a 3. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Holiday. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Excellent awareness there, zipping the ball over to the perfect spot to score it.
Kicks to Forbes. The 3. The Pacers pull it in. O'Quinn's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And Evans gets it to go on the assist by Holiday. 31 points for Tyreke Evans.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
They need this. He takes it up and lays it in. And here are the Pacers now. Pass to O'Quinn. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Cunningham, he's checked in for San Antonio. Bellinelli comes in for Bryn Forbes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Indiana. Joseph comes in for Tyreke Evans.
One shot.
And that one falls for O'Quinn. And here's Mills. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's O'Quinn. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Cloak loose. Passes it to Bellinelli. Mills with it. He's covered by Joseph. But they'll get another chance. Mills can't hit. The Pacers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And Indiana, another 3.
You know, once a weakness in his game, Corey Joseph has worked extremely hard on his outside shot. And like I say all the time, the proof is in the pudding.
And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That is his first foul of the game. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Spurs.
Bryn Forbes.
Pacers on defense. He dishes it to Pondexter. Connects from three-point range.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
And, this is the time to do it. Sinking triple after triple. And it ends up becoming contagious. Got to D him up better than that. I mean, when he's got a smaller guy on him inside, that's dinner. Barbecue chicken.
That sounds good. I love that.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
It has been a lopsided battle on the boards, no doubt.
Here's McDermott. Second chance shot. It's deflected.
Wonderful anticipation that time from Pirtle, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Tries yet again. Joseph, that's good. Joseph's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Spurs shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. And Forbes kicks to Cunningham. .158 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Here's Bellinelli, 3 on the clock. Pirtle kicks to Bellinelli. Good on the triple. Bellinelli's got 25 points in the game.
So good at feeling out the defense. Bellinelli knows when he has room to shoot off the pass.
The shot's good.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Tipped away. Stolen by O'Quinn. And they're on the break. Here's Joseph. Good on the shot. He's got 29 points.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pacers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And guys, sometimes it's hard during the first meeting of the season to get a feel for a team. But these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and they have to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series here against the Spurs.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Victor Oladipo.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
The shot by Bellinelli, no good. Now the Pacers with it. Baseline try. Here's O'Quinn. It's blocked.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're in front. 29 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
This is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're really just being conservative, making sure they don't make any last-minute mistakes, I guess. I mean, I have no idea. No idea.
the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Victor Oladipo.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Here's McDermott. Some solid defense from Gay.
You know, the defense knew how to play at that time, liked how they made their presence felt without committing the foul.
Forbes can't get it to go.
And it's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Here's O'Quinn. Goes back up, and Sabonis lays it up and in.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
No doubt about it, partner, but unfortunately, the flip side of that coin, the drive home for the hometown fans, going to be rather flat.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Victor, what does tonight's performance say about the confidence of this team?
Just we're pretty good. We play great together, and we play well together as a team. So when we do that, it's easier for us to beat teams.
Victor Wondermatha, thank you, my man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.